wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Daily Grind. As the jingle say, this is for everything business. And of course, on this beautiful Tuesday evening, I am joined in studio with a lovely gentleman from 9 Miles Project. They are, of course, coming on board because I think they do everything surf. But enough of me. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
I am Mike Samorin.
I'm Gabriel Nathan
They're just a little bit shy. I try to tell them all the time, it's not that stressful. You come on, it's more of a conversation than anything else. Of course, you can also catch us on the live stream, and as you can see on the live stream that there is still the giveaway going on. We can send through your business details to 0829 913 913. That's our WhatsApp line, or info@vocfm.co.za with the hashtag Daily Grind to stand a chance to win a brand therapy session with Autopsy. That's absolutely exciting, and all you have to do is send through that message with the hashtag Daily Grind. Now, of course, gentlemen, I have you on board, as I have everybody on board, to speak about entrepreneurship, but you guys are a little bit different. Usually when I get people on here, they have started their own business, for the ideas of making money and so on and so forth, but you guys are a little bit different, and as I said in the post that it's social entrepreneurship. But before we get into that, why don't you just tell us a little bit of what you guys do? I know you both do different things. I'll start off with you, Faik. You can just inform us of what you do there at 9 Miles.
So, my name is Faik Samorin. So, I'm the head board technician at 9 Miles Project. So, I fix fiberglass boards. So, I learned from a other guy named Buzzy. He learned how to fix boards. And the course was first tough for me, but during the stage I'm learning, it was getting easier for me. For now, it's like a playful thing for me, it's like a hobby, because I know it's so perfect. So now to fix boards for me is like a second working thing for me, hobby for me. So it's quite easy for me to fix boards. So most of the local surfers bring their boards to us to fix. So it's quite good for me.
I should actually tell the people that 9 Miles is situated in Strandfontein, and you guys have a clubhouse there at the pavilion. And if you all catch us on the live stream, you can actually see the boards that they fix and that they utilize. But we have, of course, another gentleman with us, Mr. Gabriel Nathan Johnson. Inform us a little bit of what you do.
So I run a second-hand surf store at the pavilion. So what I do is I make sure that our boards are correctly listed, and so I give you inform you about the prices and everything. So what my job is, we do the advertising. And so we have clients walk-ins that comes into project looking for a new suit, So we try to supply the surfboards and wetsuits at reasonable cost to our community, Because surfing is an expensive sport, these boards can go up to 7,000.
No, I've walked around Muizenberg and I've seen the prices, and that shocked me straight. Now I just do the boogie board. I can't handle fiberglass, whatever, ever. No. I'm gonna stick with what I know. And if it's not a boogie board, it's just me in the water. That's it. I am not skilled at all. But I know 9 Miles also does. You guys are teaching people how to actually do surfing, all that. And I remember before we came on board, you actually informed me in regards to that you actually started at the age of 15. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So a little before that, the journey started, So I started surfing around about at 9. I started surfing around about at 9 because that's when Uncle Nigel, our founder of 9 Miles Project, that's when he first came to our community in Strandfontein, So he came back to his community wanting to volunteer at other organizations, to give back to his community. But at the time he found there was none, so he had a vision, the Lord spoke to him so he thought of starting an organization himself, So then, all led, the ball got rolling, and a friend of mine, Said Jacobson, so he got in contact with Uncle Nigel, and Uncle Nigel was going to pass us actually, so he was like, no, I know some of my friends here, because Zaid was adopted, so he said, no, I have some friends here when I was still living here before I got adopted, so maybe they would be keen to join. So he came and rounded us up, and that's where it all began. I think it was on a Saturday.
Yeah, it was like a Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday. You guys, I like how
I was still playing in my shoes barefoot, I was still playing barefoot, no shoes.
I like how you guys remembering this a flashback.
Because this guy came with surfboards, we're like, what kind of boats? We don't know surfboards, we know it's boats.
Yeah, we knew this boat.
In that kid areas, we know it's boats, we don't know it's surfboards. So this guy came in, I'm like, wow, what is this? So this guy, the same day, took us to the beach. And when I'm standing on the shore and looking at this guy surfing, I'm like, wow, this is something cool. I always see it, but I never thought like us kids can do this also.
Mm.
And then the next week he told us, now we're gonna surf. I'm like, so couldn't wait, I couldn't sleep. Just couldn't wait for this weekend to come. And then this weekend come, I go in the water, it was like a whole different experience. So it wasn't so easy at first, but it took time to learn, and now it's like a hobby for me also.
Yeah.
The same with the surf prepares. It's for that also. Now we're learning younger kids
Oh.
to surf also, so it's more better even to learn the hobby to someone else. Like a hobby is like a living now for me almost. So
Passing on that skill to others.
Yeah.
Now I want to actually ask, because I am much like most of the listeners, completely ignorant on actually not only surfing. I don't know if actually the listeners know how to surf. If you can, just send in a WhatsApp at 0829913913 or onto the Facebook Live. I'm actually kind of curious as to how many of our listeners know how to surf. But I'm actually also curious as to how long does the process take you to actually fix boards, but also what is engaging about it for you. I mean, this is not an ordinary skill.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people wake up and like, today I'm going to go fix fiberglass boards. That is not usually something.
that's the thing.
But for you, it's a hobby. So just take us a little bit through it.
So before it wasn't a hobby for me. I didn't like it before because I was into building stuff. Like my dad was like a builder, like a true builder, he built anything.
Yeah.
So I was into building all the time, and then I found this new thing to build something out of nothing, like a piece of foam into a surfboard. So it wasn't first thing something I like, but then into time it get better for me. So I learned the more you practice,
Yeah.
you get better. And it's gonna happen overnight. You're gonna get better. So before you're gonna get failures, mixes not gonna shake because the first thing, mixes is the most important. It's not gonna shake before because you don't know how to do it. Find a coat of wet sandpaper is not gonna do like you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing, but I don't know what you're talking
that's
about.
the thing.
I don't know what you're talking
It's a
about.
chemical reaction also. So it's all with chemicals you work with. That's number one thing
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
You can't catch too much nonsense because you mess it up. So it's all with chemicals, so you have to work proper, nicely, and you have to respect. Respect the tools, the tools can respect you. It's not like you don't survive, it's like you don't love. But it's still a loving thing. But it's just a respect the thing.
That's
Like,
pretty-
it's a perfect thing, man.
That's pretty cool. Now, Gabriel, can you take me a little bit through in regards to, I know you have history with surfing. You are a surfer since your teens. I wanted to know also in regards to the surf shop that you run. How did that get started? And also, do you still surf, of course, but I know that you can also take us a little bit through the surf school that you guys run there at 9 Miles.
Yeah, so what it started for me, so as I told you, I started at the age of 9. That's when I got introduced to Uncle Nigel, and that's when 9 Miles Project started. So, and every Saturday from then it was surfing, So like just to take you on like this into the surf shop and what we do at the surf shop. So I run the surf shop with another colleague of mine called Marcelino Anthony. So the two of us manage our surf shop. So at the surf shop we have our boardroom, which we have boards of our students at the project, and we have our surf club. So we also have surf club to touch our community, to get them also into the surfing. We also
I
want
understand what you
to
mean.
get it into our community, Because
Uplift
Uncle Nigel
more.
came and like taught it to us. So because Uncle Nigel is also an entrepreneur and he has vision, he's the drive and we the muscle behind it, So like then what Uncle Nigel said, like we have to have a surf shop, where we could, because surfing is an expensive sport, like I've touched on this, so it's an expensive sport. So what we try to do is like try to get boards, second-hand boards, fix it up so that we can get our community and our people into the sport, so that they can also surf, because man, to get you, it's probably going to cost you like 10 grand to get
10 grand.
a good setup.
Yo, that's
First
way
ever
out of
setup.
my price range of free.
But,
For
But
me,
like
it's either,
so we done a sale like this, like last month I think it was. So we kept a big box sale. So just wanting to get suits, it equipped our people with suits. So it was like a big box sale. So it was from 100 rand to 300 rand for board and with suits. So that was a combo sale that we had, just to empower our community,
Yeah.
and teach them the wonderful gift that Uncle Nazi taught us, you know.
Yeah, you talk there about empowering, and that's actually the focus. Why I wanted to get you guys on here, because I know, like the listeners don't really know, but I know that you guys come from, the Singalang community and those areas there in Zandvoort. I wanted you to take us through the effect that partaking in this business has actually done for your households, but also for your community, because I'm sure you guys have been doing this for quite a while now. So you have experience as to how good this is, because I want to the listeners to understand the power that entrepreneurship can bring, not only to themselves but also to their households and also to the broader community. So can you take us through that a little bit?
Cool. So like I would say like the change that it made like 9 miles in the whole the organization has made a massive impact in our community, you know, because like I'm speaking for myself, you know. Like when we were younger, all we would see, like before Uncle Nice came with showing us fins and surfboards, we didn't know what it was, you know. All we knew was our type of lifestyle, you know, in the wood. That's the lifestyle we knew. We knew, okay, you're going to go there, go over, get together with all your friends, you know, do some bad things there, you know. You were young, that was the only, like, how can I say, what's the word I'm looking for? It was the only mentors we had to look up were the street gangsters, you know. So they were like this image for you, because that was all that was there. We didn't have anything else, you know. So when Nazi came along with surfboards, but I just changed the whole way, you know, of maybe a few years down the line, we got up committing crimes and doing all this, you know, like just to fend and look after yourself. He brought and showed us a new way. No, I'm gonna get you guys into surfing, you know. And for me, that saved my life, bro. Because I can just imagine without having 9 miles in my life where I would have been now, you know. Because they really came in and like showed you, taught us models, you know, principles. And for me, I'm just thankful, bro. Yeah.
It's absolutely uplifting. From your side, right, what kind of impact has partaking in, you know, repairing boards and all that had on your household and also your community? Because you guys did mention before that you guys come from, you know, rough backgrounds where your only mentors were essentially, you know, people of bad company. But I wanted to know, like, how has this project that you've undertaken, project is the wrong word, this venture you've undertaken, how has it uplifted your community? Because I've actually been to your clubhouse and I've also talked to Chanel in regards to like what you guys do in terms of upliftment 9 miles. I know that you talked about you guys have first aid programs and you guys have one guy that can actually teach others how to who is it?
It is me.
Is it you?
Yeah.
You're also the guy that can do first aid? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. So you not only fix boards,
I teach people how to do first aid also.
Wow. Okay, wait, take me through that. How did that actually start?
So I always like in our community we live, there's always danger, like fights every weekend almost. So for me, I went to a first aid course first, like a normal first aid course to learn first aid. And I saw I'm quite good in this first aid. And then I thought, I can learn other people to do first aid, because ambulance is quite busy for them to come also. Because it's quite heavy for us. A lot of Africa is big, they go all over. So for you to be a first aider to your people, make it work better for them. So we went to a course now recently, I think 2 months ago we went to this course. And I saw it not so heavy to learn first aid. So now I can teach people level 1 first aid instructors also. So I'm a first instructor.
You're a first aid instructor and you know how to fix boards.
Instructor and I'm a surf instructor.
Wow, you're experiencing everything I don't know about. That's amazing.
It's all because of 9 miles.
All because of 9 miles. Now, talk me through this, okay? I want to talk about specifics now because I'm interested. I'm sure the listeners are interested. I know there's someone from Muhammad Nordin saying on the Facebook 9 miles we are fishing in Zandfontein. I thought most people fish in Makaza usually.
We get 9 miles fishing also, yeah.
Oh, that's great. But now talking through the process, because I'm sure most of our listeners are interested in the process of actually fixing a board. Now, before we came on, actually, I asked you how long it takes, but you could enlighten the listeners as to how long it usually takes to fix a board and stuff like that.
So before we didn't have a light box, so it's like a UV light box, and it took longer. So now it can take like over 2 days, 2-3 days it can take.
Wow.
It's compared how heavy is the thing also.
Yes.
Some boards is heavy, unrepairable, but we can still fix it. And unrepairable, it just take longer. But quicker, like 4 things, 5 things, it can take quicker. I think this is a hole now, it's a small hole in the board. Because maybe a board fall out your hand, you can take a photo maybe or TikTok video it fall maybe. And now you want to fix it and then we can fix it for you. It can take you maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, it's all just how big is the thing.
So 3 to 4 days, how big is this thing? And you said before we came on, you mentioned that you have one project now that's going to take you how long to take us over?
A 3 months project. Because those guys, they love this boat like for his whole, I think he served it like over 3 months or 4 months. I think he served it already. But it already went a decade before him already. It went through people. So it came through someone. Now it came to him. He loved this boat. And when I saw this boat the first time, I said to myself, it's going to be a journey. For me, it's going to be a journey because
Not a challenge, a journey.
It's not going to be a challenge, a journey, because it's every boat. It's a challenge, but this one is a journey for me. Because how it look for me is like, wow, there's something big. But it's not. I can still fix it. It's not unfixable. That's the thing. But the main thing is it's water inside. So foam can't take water.
Yes.
And it gets weaker.
Yeah.
And all inside a fiberglass boat is foam. So when it gets water, it gets weaker.
I like how you're looking at me like I know exactly what you're speaking about. When in actual fact, like I said, I only have boogie boards.
Yeah,
that's
so
the only thing.
you see, the same as a biggie boat, it's also foam.
Yeah.
Inside a big boat, it's also foam. And foam get water, it gets so like it get heavier and it get not nice. So his boat is full of water. So I first have to lay it outside in the sun. But the sun I have to pull out all the water. And then after the sun I have to put filler on, and then after the filler I have to grind it all the way down again to its normal shape, to shape it to its normal purpose. And then I have to put the fiberglass cloth over. So it's still a procedure.
Yeah, I'm sure all of our listeners, they are a little bit more enlightened on how to fix boats. Will they actually do it properly? Not, but they can always go to 9 miles to do that.
Yeah, you can always come to 9.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I got out of that for you, foam doesn't mix with water.
Yeah, that's one thing it don't mix with.
Yeah, foam doesn't mix with water. But I wanted to ask now in regards to the surf school, right? Tell me a little bit more on how long does it usually take to teach, but also what age range do you usually work with?
So the age range we work with is like from 10 to all the way to like so I'll cut it off like at 35.
To ancient.
I'll cut it off at 35, but we had, like for exit, more ancient people come along, But surfing is for everyone, it's for the stoke, bro.
Yeah.
This is
the number, that's the thing.
I don't think anybody wants to see me surf. I think Faldy wants to surf. No, Faldy says he can't surf, but Faldy fishes. Faldy fishes.
Yeah, that's why we started ourselves up, so that we can equip our fishermen with some suits also, You get some of those fishermen going pumping, bro, and I look at them, which is a bit like...
Faldy, the other have a shirt for you. You can get this shirt. You can get to the ocean somewhere. I was just messing with Faldy. I always miss with Faldy when I have him on air. I think we're going to have to go for some ad breaks now, but when we come back, we talk more with 9 Miles on all things social entrepreneurship. So stay tuned for that.
At Melomed, it's more than just a life, just a patient, just a condition that's reduced to the fine print. It's your life, where every second is of infinite value and requires the highest level of quality private healthcare. Melomed houses some of South Africa's top specialists, including our renowned cardiac and stroke centers of excellence. So when you require private hospital care in Cape Town, choose Melomed, quality and affordable healthcare.
The Western Cape blood supply remains at 1 day and patients' lives are at risk. The only way to avoid day zero is with your blood donation. We urge you to find your closest blood donation clinic. Visit wcbs.org.za. Do something remarkable. Donate blood.
Start your day the Mug and Bean way with a hot cappuccino and a generous breakfast. Mug and Bean Kenilworth Centre serves a wide range of breakfasts, including omelets, bagels, eggs Benedict, and even healthier vegetarian options too. Mug and Bean Kenilworth Centre, strictly halal, ICSA certified.
Call and collect orders now on promotion. With every 150 Rand spent on takeaways, and get a free Asian cauliflower bite or a portion of wings absolutely free.
Your health is your wealth, and at To Your Health, we provide our clients with professional and clinical health services. We stock a wide range of health products, so whatever your health issue, we have the natural product for you. At To Your Health, we also do live blood analysis, which helps to enhance and improve your health. We pride ourselves with excellent and competitive prices for quality natural products. Phone us today for a free consultation with Ashraf Bandika on 021 671 2469. We are conveniently situated at Kenilworth Centre and open 7 days a week.
Security SA, specialists in static and armed guards, VIP protection, specialist concierge services, and 24-hour monitoring. We also do professional installations of security, surveillance, and alarm systems for residential and business premises, tactical response with dedicated vehicles, visible patrolling, and vehicle tracking and recovery. Contact us on 021 697 1924 or visit securitysa.co.za. Security SA, ensuring the nation's well-being. Register this month and receive a free connection and the first month absolutely free.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind on this beautiful Tuesday evening. And just before the break, we were talking to 9 Miles Project on, of course, everything they do there in their clubhouse. Of course, we were talking to Gabriel on how he not started, but also running the surf school when he teaches people from all the way from young to ancient, as he said. His words, not mine, eh? His words. I don't want
35, bro.
No, I don't want to get in trouble, eh? Tomorrow morning in the meeting, eh? Why did you say ancient? I didn't say ancient. Gabriel did. But Faik also runs the surf repair shop. But before, while we were in the ad break, we were just talking, and you mentioned something interesting there. You guys have a family clubhouse school. Can you just surf club? Just take us through that.
So surf club, yeah. So surf club is for our families.
Mm-hmm.
So they book every Saturday. So then we teach them to surf, you know. So we can take them through the steps, you know, because surfing is not just you get on the performance board and.
Oh, I thought he was just get on the board, go into the water. Alhamdulillah, there it all goes.
Like that. So first we set you up with our beginner surf boards, which we call soft tops in surfing terminology. So which are probably like these 6 foot boards. As so small as performance boards, as you can see the ones we have here in the studio.
You can see it here on the live stream. They have the 2 boards here. Apparently these are performance boards. I wouldn't know the difference.
Like more professional, you know.
More professional.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go back to the point, you know. So we have performance boards, soft tops, it's beginner boards, you know. So they start at like 7 to 8 foot. And we have 9 foot boards also for the beginners, you know. It just makes it like easier to stand up on the boards because they have like a lot of more volume, thickness. So yeah, so it's not for doing carves, you know, top turns and
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but
exactly,
great.
You know? But
I'm mentioning all this because I know Faldy, you know, he actually just wants to go ahead and go into the water, don't you, Faldy? Yes, Faldy is right now saying, yes, Daniel, I actually want to go into the water, of course. You can't see him, but he's jumping for joy right now. I'm sure he'll be coming through to 9 Miles. But now in regards to the surfing, right? Because I know our listeners out there are probably wondering, how hard is it actually to get into surfing? I'm curious.
So,
and I know nothing. Remember, I only do boogie boards. Yeah. So that's all I know. And all boogie boards is going into the water, here come the wave, okay, time to face the other direction and go with the wave. So that's it.
Yeah, so that's why we started Surf Club, you know, because that's what people think surfing is about. Take a wetsuit.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's not like it's. So first of all, surfing is considered an extreme sport because like it goes from. So you get smaller waves, which you surf like 5 foot, 6 foot, and be a reasonable size, and you would get like we have someone like that would surf, you know, that mentors us, Matt Bromley, which surfs like I'm talking about. Big stuff, but mountains, dungeons, and that's like building waves, you know, like 20 foot, 30 foot waves. Chills, bro.
Yeah,
jeez.
It's in Cape Town.
Wow.
It's in Cape Town. Behind, what's the name? What's the place name now? I think by Komiki side. No, yeah, Komiki side.
No, you know, funny enough, one of our presenters, Rafiq Morton, who is like in his 40s, he actually got famous from surfing. And he always tells us, surfing this, surfing that. And I was like, yes, Patricia, yeah, surfing. But I like how you mentioned that your activities are open to all age groups. So it doesn't matter the age. And before the break, you even mentioned that it doesn't even matter the weight because you guys have boards
that will hold you up.
They have a board that will hold you up. Oh, I love you guys. You're
not going to be sinking on our watch.
But hey, we also have your Faik, who is of course the first aider. So if you have any trouble, don't worry. He'll jump in and save your life.
I can remember like when we were still starting surfing, like we weren't that good at swimming, even though we stayed close to the beach. But I wasn't that good at swimming. So there was one season, it was a Sunday. We're paddling out at our local spot, 9 miles. That's our production name of our local spot. So now we're paddling in, but I still had an engine boat, one of those stick ones I was starting. So I had one of the sticks ones, and 9 miles was just like solid 5 to 6 foot. Woo! But I was
I think the woo there gets just encapsulates perfectly what that wave was.
Okay, we're paddling out. It's me, my other colleagues, we're paddling. Hey, but you would see it's come probably like 4 waves in the set or 3. The first one I get over, it's like barely. Hey, the second one comes, knock me clean off my boat. But I'm by faith. It's by faith. I'm going by faith, but I'm like, okay. As I turn back to pull my leash, hey, leash is gone, boards hitting the shore. I'm still in the water. I'm like, hey, I can't swim that deep good, I'm in the deep end right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like, Faik, bruh. Hey, what Faik done? Faik gave me his boat. He was a better swimmer at the time. And swam out, but I'm like, hey, this guy saved my life. It was at the perfect time, bro.
Taking it back to the primary thing of empowerment, right? I want to know what your message would be to the listeners out there that are maybe thinking of starting their own business, right? Now, you guys obviously work from the prospect as individuals that, you operate the shops and you make money from it, you take it back to your households, and you're basically the breadwinners. And I wanted to know what would your words be to those individuals right now that are thinking, they lost their jobs or whatever, or maybe they have no jobs and they think to themselves, I have no skills, nothing. What can I do? What would your words be for them? We'll start with you, Gabriel.
My words would be like, there's never nothing you can do. Like we have a rule that they taught us when coming up in the project, So there's no word as I can't. It doesn't exist. So you always see something possible for you to do, you see an opportunity, take it, and even no matter how much times you fail, it's all about getting up again, numbers game, bro. Even if you fall by 10, get up by 11, It's not working for you at 12, get up by 13, go get it, That's just like never stopping attitude, that's for me, that would be entrepreneurship, because a real grind would be like, you have a plan to get somewhere, but waking up every morning, putting in the time, but still being in the same situation, that I would say, that would be my advice, that would be the grind, That would be it, Because having that mental, motivation for yourself.
What would your words be?
So my words would be, I left school when I was grade 8 and I left school, so I didn't think I'm going to get a decent job even. When I left school, I'm like, school is everything. Without school, not to say you must leave school, but like, in the main thing is like, if you don't do school, then you're not going to get a decent job or something. And then I was like checking, how I'm going to do it. So there is ways to get work. There's a lot of opportunities. There's so much opportunities as well. It's just for you to go look and go. Not stop looking, keep on looking in. And set a goal for yourself. You have to set goals for yourself to achieve it. Because you're not going to achieve a goal if you don't set a goal.
Indeed.
That's the thing. And you have to go to the goal to achieve it. You can't just lay at home and say, I'm going to achieve my goal. You have to go somewhere to achieve it. That's my thing. You can't just don't think it's going to come to you, open doors. Someone knock at the door, hey, I got a job for you, perfect. You have to go look for it also.
Indeed.
So it's possible for anything.
Yeah.
Not just for you to not give hope up.
Just the proper mindset, gets everything done. Unfortunately, we have to go for some commercial ads, so let's go for that. And when we come back, we speak more to 9 miles on everything entrepreneurship.
Hi, welcome to Sanu Barbecue tonight. From which village will you be ordering today? That's right. At Sonic Barbecue tonight, we offer villages of food such as a tikka chicken village, seafood village, biryani village, and even a local Gatsby village, amongst others. If you can imagine it, we have it. Check out a vast menu of delicious food on offer, and during these crazy times of COVID-19, simply phone ahead and collect your order or visit www.sonicbarbecuetonight.co.za for our many delivery options. With branches in Rylands, Grassy Park and Lansdowne, Sonic Barbecue Tonight have you covered. Phone 021 696 3392.
Somewhere in Kaapstad, Forrest Rum makes a bull run down to Busy Corner meat hyper. Like Chop Gun, he flies down the road to the nearest store and buys the perfect steak.
The capture has taken place.
Only to realize that he could have stayed home, ordered on busycorneronline.co.za and have it delivered chop. He makes his way home. The vlees is op reis. He gets home, prepares a dish and takes it fresh out the oven. Shh, silence of the lambs. Make your way to Busy Corner Meat Hyper, where people meet.
If you ever find yourself in a situation that requires legal advice, Sali & Sali Attorneys is the firm you need on your side. We assist you in matters of property transfers, bond registration, or winding up a deceased estate and more. We work closely with you, providing efficient, professional, and excellent service, resolving even the most challenging case with a smile, making you rest assured that everything is being taken care of. Contact Sali & Sali Attorneys now on 021 697-2093. Sali & Sali Attorneys, where trust is everything.
Mr. Dafine Foundation has been making a difference in the lives of the destitute, feeding 27,910 people daily with your contribution. Help the Mr. Dafine Foundation continue making positive changes in our communities through education, healthcare, disaster relief, poverty alleviation, and community development. Contact us on 021-633-0010 or visit us at 154 Antelope Court in Bridgetown. The Prophet said, "No wealth of the servant of Allah is decreased because of charity. If every man helps his neighbor, then who will need help?"
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. We are now entering our final segment, unfortunately. Of course, at this segment is the time for you guys to promote yourselves. And I know in the break they were saying, I got a TikTok. The TikTok is getting the views. I got fans out there. So, for the fans out there, let's first start off with, of course, 9 Miles, where people can find 9 Miles.
So we could find 9 Miles at 9 Miles with the number 9.org.
.org. And then the Instagram?
Unfortunately, don't have one yet.
Not yet. But you guys get there, man. But then, of course, and when they can find you guys, like physically, where they can get you?
At Strandfontein Pavilion. That's where we're based. That's our main branch here in Cape Town.
Okay, fantastic.
We do have 2 others.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, of course, the guys wanted to share their own personal Instagram and TikToks and all that because they are fans of. Apparently, they have thousands of fans. So you start us off there.
You can get me for Faik Samoudin at Facebook. Same as Insta and TikTok. You can get me at Faik Samoudin.
That's it.
That's it. Faik, spell it for the people that maybe don't know.
So my name goes for Faik Samoudin, Faieq. You can just type it and you will see a definitive pop up because
he's a top one. He doesn't need any promotion. You just type in Faik, Faieq, and bam, there he is, number 1. He's got all the fans. What more can we say? Of course, Gabriel, what are you at?
You can find me on Facebook. Yeah, Nathan at Gabriel Nathan. Cool Jensen. You'll find me there.
Faik comes through with all the flair, Faieq. No need to type in the surname. The surname isn't needed. Once you type in the F, bam, I'm there. It pops up. There's no surname required. The F gets you just to me. Don't you worry. And Faik, of course, does the first aid, and he does the surf repair shop. I don't know. I think these guys do a whole lot more. I don't know what else. And of course, Gabriel does the teaching of the surf, of how to surf, and of course,
manages the second-hand surf store.
Exactly. So if you ever in need of a
wetsuit.
yeah, if you need a wetsuit or you need of a surfboard because you
Learn how to surf.
or you want to learn how to surf, just go down to 9 Miles. They will teach you. I'm sure. And hey, if you get injured, Faik will come in. You know, he will jump in. Don't worry. He has all the fans. They all know what's up. He will jump in and he will get you out of the water. Don't you worry. We now have to come to the end of the show, unfortunately. However, I wanted to update you people, the listeners, on what is going on. So, of course, we have the live stream coming on right now. And, of course, you can see that they have the boards at the back. They have a wetsuit there, so you can see what they actually have available. But also, after the show, we are going to be releasing the episode where we were supposed to release last year with Woody's in regards to an interview with Nene Haywood. We will be releasing that just after the show, so you can catch us on Facebook and you'll see the episode there. And of course, we still have the giveaway where you can send through your business details to 0829 913 913 or info@vocfm.co.za with the hashtag Daily Grind to stand a chance to win a brand therapy session worth thousands with or top C. Of course, you can always just send in your business name to the WhatsApp line or through the email with the hashtag Daily Grind just to say, you know, this is my business. Can you guys come and maybe do an interview with me? No problem. We have anybody and anybody and everybody that wants to come on to the Daily Grind can. We will contact you, of course. But for you guys, you know, Faik with the thousands of fans, usually I get people on board and I want to further promote them, you know, get them out there. But Faik, I think you should start promoting us. I mean, you so sorted out. I know Fall is going to be checking you out, you know, because he's really interested, you know, in surfing. He already fishes, so I'm sure he wants to now do the whole thing. He'll be an all-rounder. Not only will he be fishing, he'll also catch Faldi surfing the waves. Don't worry.
He'll be a true waterman.
A true waterman. You see them, Faldi? Don't worry, Faldi. They'll sort you out. But guys, it's been absolutely wonderful having you on board.
Thank you for having us.
It's never an issue, never an issie. Maybe I'll pop around. I do live in Southampton. Maybe I'll pop around and you guys can teach me how to surf. In my mind, right? I don't know about any of the other listeners. Maybe they can tell us on 0829 913 913. But whenever I think of learning how to surf, there at Muizenberg, right? I always see those people sitting laying on the ground, laying on the sand and paddling, and I'm like, yo,
that's where it all starts.
That's where it all starts.
That's where it starts. From me.
From there you go onwards and you go on to the 6 foot, 7 foot waves and you ride those.
No. You'll start off like waist deep.
Waist deep.
Yeah, you can't start at 6 feet.
Let's start with wide water first.
We first want to teach you the motion or something, you know.
You're saying I can't just go in and ride the 30-foot wave?
Yeah, but I'm not sure you're coming back after the 30.
Even me, myself,
I can't
even go there yet.
You guys can't ride the 30-foot?
That's not so sad, like for a minute.
You gotta keep your breath for like 2 minutes or something. Just to survive.
2 minutes?
Yeah, but that's
what we're doing. We're busy now with the diving course also now.
A diving course as well.
Yeah.
These guys are all-rounders, man. These guys are masters of the ocean. These guys are the water benders around here.
We have the masters teaching us.
That's the thing, the masters is teaching us.
There's some Mr. Miyagi there at 9 Miles doing all of these wonderful things. But guys, we have to unfortunately conclude this episode. I want to thank you for coming on board, for sharing your story, for enlightening us on how to fix a board, and of course, how water doesn't mesh with, what is it again?
Foam.
With foam, yes. We learn something new every day here at Voice of the Cape, and we learn something new every day on the Daily Grind. From myself, Daniel Matthews, I say thank you for coming on board. It's been absolutely delightful. To the listeners out there, both on the Facebook and on the airways, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you. Tune in next week Tuesday for more Daily Grind, and tune in after the show on our Facebook, and you can catch that episode that we did with Woody's way back when. It's still too good because it still says insightful information. So stay tuned for that, and that's the end of the Daily Grind. Shukran for listening.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.
The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, fasting Ramadan and following it with 6 days from Shawwal